Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com and we're here doing another classic capture. Today we are playing Goldeneye for the Nintendo 64.
Some of us for the first time.
Yes, we need to make a note of this. This is Marco's first time playing Goldeneye. He's seen it playing before. He's played Perfect Dark, which is basically Cyber Goldeneye, but he's never played Goldeneye.
I also played the one after, what was it?
Tomorrow.
The World's Not Enough.
World Not Enough. Which, multiplayer-wise, I think that one holds up better.
Which actually is technically the one after Tomorrow Never Dies.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan is the best Bond of all time.
Because The World's Not Enough was the last one with Pierce Brosnan. We should also mention...
Oh no, I'm going to get into that. So this game has been a long time coming. I own almost every important Nintendo 64 game there is, like all the main ones. And just a little back history. We had this game. We had all the games. And then my father, in his pure wisdom, decided to take it because he wanted to play the games. With us many years ago at this point. So the man has motion sickness, but he plays video games until he gets sick. So one day he says, by the way, I don't have your N64 games anymore. I gave them away. And part of the family drama is we believe he gave it to his girlfriend's son. So a little family drama in there mixed to the point that we had to buy all our games again. And finally I decided to break down and buy the game. So all the drama aside...
I'll say next week on Dr. Phil.
Yes.
And how does that make you feel?
This episode is actually dedicated to Mike from Classic Plastix.
Specifically?
Yeah, specifically.
For where?
Well, there's a couple places. So, Mike runs his shop at Frankensons, which we've talked about in other videos. Frankensons is a bazaar. A mecca.
Collector's swap meet.
Collector's swap meet in City of Industry in California. If you're anywhere near Los Angeles, you need to go there.
Yeah, you can check out their website at frankensonscollectibleshow.com.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right. And he's been there for many years. He's actually been one of our go-to people for many games and systems over the years. To name a few, I've gotten my... I had everything in my head.
Well, I got my Super Famicom from him. I got my Saturn from him. I got a Dreamcast from him. I got my Atari from him.
I've gotten numerous games from him.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten so much stuff from him. I mean, he, just his stuff is always clean, works,
If this sounds like an advertisement, it kind of is more of dedication to him because we bought this game from him and gave it to me at a discount. And all this stuff is really great, and I've been wanting to mention him. And I figure for this game, why not?
Yeah.
Of everything. Most of the video you're going to see is of us playing the multiplayer. As you can see, our names are clearly listed.
It's pretty much just us playing the multiplayer. Yeah. And you can see how long it's been since we've actually used the 64 controller.
That's the other thing. You can't completely blame us just based on how the Nintendo 64 controller... I mean, I'm dual analog versus one.
Yeah, well, no, I was trying to use the C buttons as...
strafing?
Well, no, I was using it as strafing. Strafing was fine, but the only problem is... I kept using it as the right stick.
Yeah, and as you can see, we have some cheats on. Actually, one of the cheats that we have on right now is the no-clip Game Shark cheat, which we're doing a separate video for, which will be up after this. But as you're watching this, go ahead and check that out. It's on the channel. Yeah, we've got some cheats on basically all weapons, infinite ammo, paintballs, because paintballs are important to GoldenEye.
Although all weapons you only get in the story mode. In this one, you pick up a gun, but we have infinite ammo on. Yep. And then paintball, which was always just cool.
And we're also playing our favorite map, Facility.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, this and Temple were the ones that we played the most. I mean, I don't even really remember touching any of the other levels.
Not Silent.
Bunker.
Bunker. That's the one I like also.
Yeah, no, the Servanaya Bunker is a very good level too, but I still think Facility and the Temple were the best of all of them. Yeah, and I mean, we're using power weapons right now. Because, like me, one of the weapons I used to like using the most was the DD4 de Stavel.
I really like the Magnum. It felt like a revolver rustler.
Yeah, no, I like the Magnum now. I remember back in the day I didn't quite care for it, although I knew it was a stronger gun.
Yep.
I kept saying I wanted us to play throwing knives.
I don't remember there being so much games.
Yeah, I don't either. But then again, it's not all that great.
Yeah.
It's after like after the first 3 shots, if you move slightly, it gives up. And even then, even with the assists, the actual hit accuracy isn't even all that great.
In this particular match, we set the health up, thinking, "Oh man, let's let this one last." And no mistake.
Yeah, we put the handicap up at 10. At some points, we keep running back for body armor.
Yeah,
then again, I mean, back in the day when we could play 4-hour matches, we used to...
oh yeah, we'll leave it on, but for the sake of the video, I mean, this video is going to be a little over an hour long. We're not going to talk through the whole thing, by the way. We're going to actually just...
cut it and let play.
Yeah, we'll cut it and play. Actually, let's switch to the next match, which I did leave in its entirety. Which we'll have rockets, because rockets are awesome. And at the end of the video will be Marco's first playthrough of the single player through Facility with cheats, just because I want him to try all the weapons, so like the laser on the watch, the proximity mines.
I love going through the level, just zapping everyone with the watch.
Shooting things with a tank that doesn't exist, that kind of thing. What do you think, Marco?
I like it a lot. Absolutely. Having never played this particular one, I've seen it a lot. And then obviously, you know, this is one of the most popular games on the N64. One of the most popular, if not, I would say the more popular first-person shooters.
I would probably say it is one of the most popular first-person shooters.
I'd even dare say that this is probably one of the most popular multiplayer console first-person shooters.
Actually, I would say, in a general sense of its popularity and how good a game it was, I would say it is one of the best games that was made.
Well, absolutely.
I still think, and as far as the controls, which are a little bit weird to get used to now, but I do think that they actually hold up pretty well. They're precise and they're
considering
easy.
The control scheme.
I think had we been able to take a couple more minutes and adjust the controls a bit, because I know I would have done a lot better had it been that the controls weren't inverted.
Had I been able to put a PS1 controller.
No, I wasn't doing bad on the controller, but what always kept screwing me up, and it screws me up even in modern games, is that I cannot play inverted. I do not see how people can play inverted.
And that sucks, is all that generation in PS1, PS2, they all want to do inversion. That was like the norm.
Yeah, I know, because I remember when I used to play this as a kid, and it's just like, I was really good at it, and now it's kind of like, oh, well, yeah, I keep trying to aim up, but it goes down.
I'd say the game holds up better than the movie. As of recently. I saw it not too long ago. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think the game holds up better.
I would actually say Goldeneye holds up more than a lot of the other movies, actually.
Yeah, well, it's like
no,
Pierce Brosnan's the best one. Although Tomorrow Never Dies, I thought it was a terrible one. And not because of Pierce Brosnan. What's his name as the villain? You know.
How could you not like it? I liked him as the villain. I
Pansy.
did. No, he was not Pansy. No.
And that ship.
I'm sorry, but that's actually my favorite. Tomorrow Never Dies was my favorite of all of them. I mean, I like Goldeneye. I mean, the one I would say doesn't hold up, and it's probably the weaker one, would be The World's Not Enough. And as far as the games go, Goldeneye is still considered way better, even though The World's Not Enough was pretty much the same thing, just without the levels.
I also don't like Daniel Craig. Let me say that. Put that on audio.
I don't mind him. I think he does a decent Bond for being a more serious and darker storyline. You know, if anything, blame Batman for them trying to make it all deep and dark. Then again, I never read the books, or the original books, so I really couldn't say how the character is in those.
I have no idea, and I don't think I don't.
Because then again,
for the franchise and everything.
Well, I do. I mean, I'm a big fan.
I'd like to know a percentage, if there's any way to have a percentage of how many people who watched the movie, let's say our age, and a little younger, who actually watched the movie and played the game. And what kind of disparity is there? The kind of, was it like Goldeneye? There was a movie? You can hear it.
You will see, back in the day when I had first watched it, I knew the movie as Goldeneye. I had no idea what 007 was. I mean, I thought
based on that time, in 1997, how old were you then?
I was maybe
I was-
11 or 12.
I was 12. So you were 10.
10, yeah.
10 years old, don't know what Bond is. It's
Yeah,
now, if he said he didn't know who Bond was, we'd have to strangle him
yeah.
at this age.
I know
Well, we
Bond.
should strangle him anyway for this being his first time playing Goldeneye.
You should have bought an N64 and said, you know what, I need to make this a life goal. Should have been in your bucket list.
Yeah.
You know, I crossed it off, didn't I?
So that means I can kill you now.
Yeah, I prefer rockets. I like that fire that can go through anything.
Yeah, well, something that happened in this that I don't remember ever happening, or maybe something to do with the no-clip sheet or something,
No.
is that... No, it's like... There was a couple times where I'm firing rockets, and normally when you use the rockets, you fire into it, it blows up once it hits a wall. It won't blow up in the fire.
No,
But-
it will. I used to do that. In fact,
Never did
we
that
used to
for
have
me.
We used to have a Turbo Game Shark sheet, I remember specifically, where it would build the fire, and then you'd eventually kill yourself because the fire would hit you.
Yeah, well, no, that's what it... Well, see, that's what was happening now, and I don't ever remember doing that. I just remember I used to hate the rocket launcher because I know you would always grab it, and then it was like...
Game over. Like this time. Spoiler.
Well, no, I didn't do too bad, but I kept killing myself with that. Had I not been killing myself, I probably would have won.
I had 30 plus kills today.
No, you didn't.
So I did. Count all the suicides that count against it.
Yeah, I had 17 kills and then 17 or 19 suicides.
After we start recording, I'll show you in the video. Prove it. It's on video.
Yeah, well, no, I know in the end you won, but I'm just saying, it's like, had I not kept killing myself, I probably would have won, earlier.
Marco, you're not saying enough. Say something.
I like the rocket launcher.
I actually probably would have preferred the grenade launcher. I don't remember the grenade launcher working as well as it does.
I like using the double grenade launcher at the end of the video. It's one of the many things.
Yeah, well, that's why watching you use that reminded me of it, because I don't remember it being that good. I know I never used it back then, and I never quite liked the rocket launcher. To me, it was too slow, too inaccurate. Really, you had to get someone next to a wall for it to work. That's why if you see when I'm using it, I'm not really trying to aim it at the person. I'm trying to aim it at the floor or something next to them, and it's just too slow. I mean, my favorite gun is the KF-7, the Soviet, the AK.
Yep.
That was always kind of my go-to on here. That and the Klob.
I hate the club. I hate the club.
Only reason why I like the Klob was that, and right here, of course, it wouldn't matter because we have infinite ammo on, but what I always liked about the Klob was just that was the one that was easiest to get ammo for. I mean, you could stockpile ammo for that and never run out.
I always prefer the M16.
And see, I mean, the M16 was good because it was pretty accurate compared to a couple of the other ones, but I forget what the SMG one is called in the game.
I know something. Well, yeah, I know something.
Yeah, that one I liked. I will say though, I mean, it's been so long since we played this game, I'm surprised I remember the map layout so well. But then again, as many hours we had put it into it.
Many days, hours, weeks, months, years, until, between this and Tony Hawk.
Yeah, because I think
That was a time.
I mean, this is one of those games that you kind of put in a system, and it was like Grand Theft Auto. You just played it for a year.
Okay, you guys want to play Goldeneye? No, let's play some Tony Hawk. Alright, I'm done with Tony Hawk. It's time to play some.
No, I actually, you know what? It was this, and then it was Perfect Dark, then it was Tony Hawk.
No, well, not initially. Just Perfect Dark took a while. I'm saying initially when this came out in '97.
Yeah, no, but no, that's what I'm saying. We played this mostly
And
until
there's,
Perfect Dark came
And
out.
there's also so which one of you motherfuckers have a link cable or something? Mark, you missed those years.
I do. I
No,
used
you
to
mi-
have.
you
No, you
missed.
missed.
You missed.
Oh, I
those years.
missed.
Yeah.
No. I. Not the Pokemon.
He's a Gen 3 baby.
He's got that attachable wireless.
Yes.
Oh God, no! I'm a Gen 2 baby. Fuck you. At least a Gen 2.
No,
baby.
no, you're Gen 3.
No.
You're Gen 3 with your IR mystery gifts.
I haven't played Gen 3. We already talked about this. Remember?
How can you not
I
play?
told you
I didn't
guys.
play Sapphire.
I told you guys.
How could you have not played it?
That's an argument.
You bought Emerald.
I bought Emerald, but I never played through it.
You play it tonight.
Okay.
Just now.
I told you guys.
No,
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Well, he hasn't played Goldeneye. He has to play that too.
Deprived. Jeez.
He needs to play a facility with no cheats and has to stealth it and get 100%. That was the goal. That was the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you wanted to unlock the like Jaws and Odd Job and the other the 2 extra multiplayer levels.
He played in Double Agent mode. He's played more of the remake on the Wii than he has played before.
Which is pretty sad because I mean the Wii one's not bad, but I mean to me it's not GoldenEye.
No.
I mean even if they had used Pierce Brosnan in it, to me it's still not GoldenEye. I mean that's almost like that GoldenEye Rogue Agent. I mean that's
it's more
just
like Call of 007.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, there are just some. I mean, it's always been sad to me that this is like the only good James Bond game next to The World's Not Enough, because every other Bond.
It's good, and that one's not appreciated. We have to do that one because a lot of people didn't play that. Although
I mean, that
was late generation 64, so by that time people were.
Yeah, well, I mean that one they had already. I mean, because that one was more like Perfect Dark, and because Guns had a secondary mode. The other great thing about that one was that, okay, say your friends aren't over, you could set computers and actually play against them. Yeah, the Owlbots.
That one had the multiplayer suite for that one was better. It didn't have the map corners good, but overall, generally, it was a better multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Than this one. Obviously, because it had improvements, but like I said, it's one of those ones that you ask people like, "Do you remember that one?" It's like, "No, I played Goldeneye," because that's all they played.
Yeah, no, and that's why I mean, The World's Not Enough. I will say was a good Bond game. The story line on it wasn't all that great because that one didn't have, I think, much. I mean, I don't remember it too well, but I mean, it didn't have, as far as I remember, much continuity as far as the actual movie went. But where like this one, it follows the movie almost to a T. I mean, okay, you're going through some spots you wouldn't have seen in the movie, but for the most part, it does everything like the train, you know, all the key moments. I mean, the only thing you don't do, or actually you do it. You drive the tank through the city, don't you?
No, you don't drive the tank. God, I don't remember.
Yeah, because that's where the tank bullet comes from.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't see the tank, but you just, you go through shooting things. But yeah, no, so it has the tank chase. It has the watch where you escape the train. It has the satellite. I mean, very few things from the. I mean, you could pretty much play the game and say you've seen the movie almost. I would put it that way.
Still dies.
Yeah. Well, at least he died at the end in this one. But yeah, no, I mean, like, this and The World's Not Enough, I would say, are the only 2 good Bond games. Tomorrow Never Dies, I played it. I mean, the movie is my favorite, but the game is just, I mean, I believe it's actually on most lists as one of the worst games ever made. Yeah. Agent Under Fire was okay. I wouldn't put it.
What was that racing game? That one was terrible.
James Bond Racing.
And you also have a glitch for that one you're supposed to do also. A video of.
I don't remember.
Remember to get out the other level? You said it was.
No, that's Tomorrow Never Dies. You can beat the last level in like 2 minutes because you can. And it's not. You don't even need a cheat for it. It was actually in the official strategy guide. There's like one or two things you do, and you'll literally clip through the level, and you can walk down a path, take you straight to the end. And that's why it's like you can beat the level, I think, in like 2 minutes if I remember right.
That'll be your video, because in my video it'll be no clipping and expanding your multiplayer matches.
Yeah, but I mean that's why. I mean that one was terrible. Nightfire was terrible. The 007 Racing was pretty terrible. Agent Under Fire was okay, but then that was still kind of a terrible game. I would put that in the you could play it to have said you played it, or you like it or you don't like it, but. As far as just straight out saying it's a good game, I wouldn't say that. So
what it's come down to is there is yet to be a game that's captured the same kind of magic and awe of the public. I mean, let's put it this way: the last 007 game was that 007 Legends, I believe it was named, and that shut down a studio because of how terrible it was.
Yeah, well, there's that from Russia with Love, which I haven't played that one either, but I don't think that one reviewed too well either.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, and especially me thinking that, oh, well, we'll finally give you the one with Sean Connery, and yeah, didn't do as well as they were planning. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. There really hasn't been a good Bond game at all. Or like, like Bobby just said, one that's captured someone like this, and it might have something to do with the movies, but I don't know, I just don't think it's... I don't know if they can actually pull it off, especially with the way the movies are now, especially since the movies don't have...
Dave Craig sucks.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's because, like, the movies now, they don't have the gadgets.
Yeah, Daniel Craig and Q is dead. That doesn't help you.
Yeah, I miss the original Q.
And M's not there either.
Spoiler.
All right, everyone, we're gonna cut it here because now we're getting to Bond history. We're not experts. So, like I said, this video is a dedication to Mike at Classic Plastic. We're gonna put his information in the links below to his Facebook and to his eBay store. He's got a lot of great stuff on there. On this video right now, I know we're gonna be dating it, but he's got some great, very rare TurboGrafx stuff up. And if you're anywhere in California, if you're anywhere in Southern California, look up Frank & Sons. They're open Wednesdays and Saturdays, different times, so make sure you check out the website so you can go see Mike. And I will tell you right now, out of everybody, he's got the best prices. Everyone else, from a video game perspective, is either overpriced, mostly, or they don't have very much. They have some stuff, but most of them are overpriced. Mike's stuff is fair. And if you talk to him,
And he's a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I mean,
not a jerk.
Yeah,
you get some. You get some of the pretentious types there.
Yeah,
He's definitely not one of those
pretentious types that charge quadruple for their system.
Yep.
It's a bunch.
GameStop guy.
It's rare.
Yes, because everyone calls him GameStop guy.
I don't think...
We have nicknames for all of our regulars. I'll put it this way: whenever I'm going to go and I know I'm going to spend money, because it's impossible to walk out of that place with nothing most of the time. I always wait until I go to see Mike before I make any decisions.
Yeah, that's usually where you're running to the ATM.
God damn! Well, no, not now, because he accepts card. Yes, love that.
Yeah.
Digital age. So anyway, I know it sounds like an advertisement. He didn't pay us or put us up to do this. We just felt like doing it on our own, and I figured for this game, it's the best one to do it.
Picked up from him.
Yes, picked up from him for cheap. I also picked up TNT Hardcore for the Dreamcast, which was a terrible game, but
which you'll see eventually.
Eventually, I'll be complaining about it, not because of the bot, because it's a terrible game. So
it's not Mike's fault.
Yeah, it's not Mike's fault at all. At all. And he's got a lot of good music stuff, a lot of punk stuff.
A lot of, like, weird, like, horror movie type things.
That's stuff.
A lot of DVDs.
And sometimes he has some really good figures, too.
Yep.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually I've bought quite a few CDs from him, too, so... He's also got a lot of vinyl records, too. Some really good ones, rare, too.
Alright, everyone, that's it for us. This is Goldeneye for the Nintendo 64. We're going to let the rest of the match play out. And then at the end, you'll see Marco's first playthrough of the facility, which is him kind of experimenting with the weapons. And this video is an hour long, so we'll leave it at that. Please subscribe, let us know what you think, and put your arguments in the comments section. I love to argue in YouTube. Just love to argue. And Daniel Craig sucks. No more. Don't even bother arguing, because I'm going to tell you the same thing over and over.
So don't bother arguing.
Yeah,
so.
Don't. Thank you.